I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, I'm Natalie McCurry, author of Adventures with Katie Kids Books, the series of books, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Monday, April 7th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Well, we have a little bit of a different show. Oh, I didn't even upload the stuff, but we have a little bit of a different show because my brother was traveling this weekend and was unavailable to do trending stories. But obviously, we can't get too far into this show without talking about Alex Ovechkin for our Washington Capitals. I'm telling you how exciting, even if you're not a Caps fan, pretty exciting times. Let's see this.
What's going through Ovi's mind here, Eddie?
He wondered why they turned the puck over in the offensive zone. He had to skate all the way back into his own zone there. But no, look, he's just trying to find a seam and know that, hey, we're going to try to force it to him if he's open.
Here is Ovechkin, shoots!
And there it is.
He scores!
Beating Wayne Gretzky's all-time scoring record. I believe he did it in one game faster. Unbelievable. And there he is. The great one said he wanted to be there and has been every step of the way. Actually, a lot of people have been going to the games. I'm kind of bummed it was in New York. But if you're the Islanders, and if you're that Islanders goalie, I mean, I don't think this was a gimme by any stretch of the imagination, but you will always go down in history as the goalie in which Alex Ovechkin beat Wayne Gretzky. 895 goals, a pretty impressive career for him. There was a whole 15-minute break in the middle of the game for this, but you got to give it up for Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals. His sons were there. Wife, obviously. There have been people following all along. In fact, on TikTok, I followed or saw Pat Sajak's daughter, her TikTok. They've been following this whole thing and have traveled from Washington to New York to see that. So awesome. Congratulations to Alex Ovechkin. All right, today's show, we're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. We got a highlight of some of your events. We've got Possum Pets. You're going to meet Dean, a 1-year-old male German Shepherd. Then I chat with Braden Bumpers from McClintock Distilling, and we're talking gimlets for green. And Daisy Teixeira, boudoir and glamour photography, plus Miss Business Corporate Maryland, I think it is. But she represented Frederick on that one. And I talked with Blake and Mark from Unrivaled Iron Gym. Amazing guys and a great place if you're looking for a place to work out. All right, we help the nonprofits. I want to thank you all so much. I was able to donate $300 to Wags for Hope. I'm sorry, I just had a brain freeze right there. $300 to Wags for Hope because of your support. So thank you so much. Now we're on to supporting a Mother's Rest, a respite retreat area right in Newmarket. And please come purchase the Good Morning Frederick merch, and they will benefit from that. And don't forget about the podcast when you are driving or maybe just working around the house and you just want to listen. You can do that on all of the platforms. All right. It is a Monday. It is a dreary, rainy Monday, but you're here. So keep smiling. It's going to get better. Thank you to the show sponsor, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. Open daily, noon to 9 p.m. You can also grab a hot pretzel or iced coffee while you're there. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you, order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Or just save time and order online with the Rita's app. This way, you're not paying all those fees. You can just drive up and go. You'll have to hop out of your car, but you're going to go right to the little pickup window on the side. So if there's long lines out front, you don't have to worry about that. Download the Rita's app today and get your order and have it ready for you when you arrive. Rita's also has a mobile unit available to come to an event, or they can cater for you. There's no reason not to have Rita's, 538 West South Street. We're going to jump right into what's happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they can handle it. Give them a call today, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net.com. Wait, oh my gosh. I actually wrote .com on there, and I think it is .net. Goodness gracious, ignore the .com. It is .net. I'm right on my, it's Monday. I will fix that up first thing. Oh boy. All right. This week, we've got Take Back the Night on the 10th, which is what, Thursday. On Thursday, Take Back the Night is at Hood College. And that is a supportive and empowering event for all survivors of power-based violence. On April 12th, which is Saturday, there is a disc golf tournament in Emmitsburg. Benefits the Seton Center. You can register now, discgolfscene.com. Weather looks decent. Oh, and I got to put up all of our Saturday pop-up market vendors. We will have Gretchen Made It. We've got 3 vendors, actually. We've got, I will put that on there as well. But we had a great weekend at the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, both Saturday and Sunday, considering the weather. We had a great first Saturday, saw lots of puppy dogs out and about, and had some great vendors inside and outside the shop. So we will do that again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So I will list all of that on here for the rest of the week. But just be mindful, every weekend we've got some great vendors at 401 North Market Street. Also on Saturday, the Flying Cows are home at Hood College. If you want tickets, just text COWS to 888-465-2944. And I'd love to give you some tickets to go. All right. Monday, 1 week from today, we kick off the countywide Good Morning Frederick Adult Egg Hunt sponsored by the Maryland Lottery. There will be 300 eggs, not over 300 exactly. Exactly 300 eggs are going to be hidden around Frederick County. In order to find them, you need to go to Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page to view the photos that will be released on Monday morning, 1 week from today. All right. And then as people find them, I will update those photos so you're not looking for something that's already been found. All right. Tons of prizes. I mean, the list continues to grow. We want to thank Maryland Lottery. Of course, somebody's going to win 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. And we have some other prizes as well with some scratch-offs in it. We got $500 in cash, thanks to yours truly. But we've also got WLR Automotive, 7th Street Cafe, Intense Barbecue, McClintock Distilling, Prospect Pantry, Red Horse Steakhouse, Sandbox Brew House, Starvin' Marvin, 10th Ward, Terrapin Travel, The Healing Storm Holistic Wellness, Tree Trekkers are amongst some of our sponsors who have given gifts for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. Every egg has a prize. There's tons of Good Morning Frederick merch, including our Bluetooth speakers, our t-shirts. We've also got hats and beanies and all kinds of things. Okay, so you're going to want to make plans next Monday to be out and about and keeping your eyes peeled for sure. And it's going to be a ton of fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Coming up on the 16th is Tree Trekkers Teacher Appreciation Day. Teachers climb free. That is spring break week. So there's also a free happy hour for teachers from 3 to 5 that day. So whether you want to climb or not, you're going to stop by Tree Trekkers for a little happy hour time. And you can purchase additional tickets. Use the Good Morning Frederick code GMF to save 10% if you want others to climb with you. April 19th to 26th is Thermont Restaurant Week. April 24th is SHIP's annual lip sync battle at Attaboy Barrel House. Tickets are $55, include food from Boxcar Burgers and drinks from Attaboy. Plus, there's some wine and other seltzers and things too. So it's not just beer. ShipFrederick.com to get your tickets there. On Saturday, April 26th, we have the TJ High School Community Yard Sale to benefit Safe and Sane. Get a space for that. Boy, we have a lot of places for you to sell your stuff. So spring clean, it is here. You're going to want to load your stuff up and get rid of it. From 9 to 4 on the 26th is Fiber Fest at the Frederick Fairgrounds. 6 to 10 is Andrea's House, Rise and Renew Gala. On April 27th, that's a Sunday, Stomp Out Heroin 5K and is at Baker Park. And then Pulling for Veterans is doing their flea market at the farm. The MVets farm is right off 144. Spaces are just $30 for that. Benefits Pulling for Veterans. And they have 100 spaces available. So tons of room. Last year, I went, so many great things for sale, new and flea market style. If you're a local company, you just want to set up and be out there, you can do that as well. I might do that. Maybe set up a Good Morning Frederick booth and we'll just record you guys saying, hey, good morning. May 2nd is an immersive art pop-up at Give Rise Studio. This is very cool. It is Spring Bloom is the theme, and all sorts of artists, photographers, artists, even bakers will be showing off their Spring Bloom designs, photographs, artwork. It's really cool. They did it last year. I really loved it. May 6th, 5:30 to 7 is the Career Fair and Training Open House at FCC's Monroe Center. Let's see. May 7th, mark your calendars, 7 p.m. There's an exclusive screening, PTSD 911. It is at Common Ground Stables in Mount Airy. It is a horse farm that does a lot of stuff for our veterans, but this is Conrad Weaver. And I don't know if you remember probably 5 years ago now, he did a documentary on heroin and it was phenomenal. And he is so talented. PTSD 911, an exclusive screening on May 7th. May 8th, Alive at 5 is back, kicks off at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. $6 tickets, 21 and over. For that one. May 9th is the 5th annual 4 for Sword Golf Classic. You can register your foursome for that. May 10th is the Maryland Craft Beer Festival at noon on Carroll Creek and Battle of the Bands at the Frederick Fairgrounds. So that gets us through April and half of May. We've got so many great events that go on here in Frederick. And I'm telling you, you can never be bored. And if you have an event you want included on the calendar, all you have to do is email it to me, everythingfredericklive@gmail.com, or send it to me through social media. Tagging me is okay. I just don't see it all the time, and I might miss it. So if you want me to talk about it, let me know. And if you want me to include it on the calendar, I'm happy to do it. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're back with Possum Pets. And we've got Braden from McClintock and Daisy from Boudoir and Glamour Photography and Blake and Mark from Unrivaled Iron Gym. And all of that comes up just after a couple of messages.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
All right, let's meet our possum pet for today. Possum Pets is sponsored by Maryland Lottery. Tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like big money where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000 or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you want to download the Maryland Lottery app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, let's meet Dean.
Meet Dean, this week's Pet of the Week. At only 1 year old, Dean is going to make some lucky family a great companion. He walks well on a leash, already knows how to sit, and enjoys the company of the other dogs at the shelter. Dean was found on March 19th, wandering Willowdale Drive in Frederick, so not much is known about his past. He loves to be outside and enjoys playing in the shelter's outdoor play yard. Dean is still working on his manners, such as keeping all four paws on the floor, and would likely benefit from a Doggy 101 class. Did you miss our March Madness special? The adoption deals keep rolling into April. Adopt a cat or dog during the month, pick an egg from our basket. Every egg has a special discount inside. The shelter is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in meeting Dean or any other animal at the shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546 and we'd be happy to make that reservation for you.
Oh, isn't he precious? Oh my goodness. That is going to be an amazing dog. They are so loyal and smart. Yeah. I've got to have a look about that. All right. So if you want Dean, visit fcac.as.me and draw an egg. And who knows what the fee will be. They had some great deals in March, and I'm sure there are some great deals in April as well. All right, let's talk about who's doing good in our neighborhood. Doing Good in the Neighborhood is sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. You get extensive networks, unmatched experience, and the personalized service allows you to travel the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now and get started on your dream vacation. And coming up tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about a cruise you can do with me next June, 1 year and a month or two from now. We're going to go to Alaska. And if you've ever wanted to go to Alaska, I'm putting together a fun trip. I've never been myself, and I've always wanted to go. And so next June, we're doing it. And you can come along, and we can save because we're going to go as a group, and we're going to have some really fun stuff. So that's going to come up starting tomorrow. But right now, we're talking gimlets for green. And this is Braden from McClintock Distillery.
The back bar, part of McClintock Distilling. This is Braden, one of the purveyors and founders of McClintock and the back bar. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm excellent. I'm always excellent when I'm here.
Yeah, we love having you here.
I know I'm going to be tasting some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right. One of my favorite vodkas of all time is Epiphany. You guys have made me like gin, which I never liked before.
We're in the business
because I only
of,
had the crappy kind.
Yes.
And never had the good kind. You're just amazing with not only being a great part of this community, and we're so happy for that, but certainly in giving back. And you guys are just doing gangbusters on the distilling side, and it's great, really great. How's the journey been for you?
It's been amazing. We have been absolutely loving what we're working on, and a big part of our focus from the very beginning has been really being involved and ingrained in the community here in Frederick.
Yeah.
So, you know, we have lots of fun initiatives going on around here. And,
yeah. Including April is Gimlet Month.
Yes.
Had no idea about this until we did this a couple years ago.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how this got started and what it's for.
Yes, so one of the big missions when we started the distillery was we are very passionate about sustainability and environmental stewardship. So when we started McClintock, we wanted from start to finish to work out how we can make really good products from really good ingredients while focusing on community relationships and reducing our impact on the environment.
Right.
So we've had a lot of really cool work working with local farmers and reducing how our grains are traveled around and growing these really cool things with local partners. And then we started this new program a few years ago, which is a direct impact right in our backyard.
Okay.
So it's called Gimlets for Green Month. It runs for the entirety of the month of April. Mm-hmm. We partner with restaurants and retail stores around the state of Maryland, DC, and Delaware, where you can either purchase a gimlet at a restaurant or you can purchase a bottle to make a gimlet at home from a retailer.
Okay.
And all the money that comes from that gets donated back to the Maryland Department of Natural Resources to plant trees around the Chesapeake Bay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, so.
And I think I remember reading, like, you guys are not at zero waste, but you literally take everything you use and it gets repurposed or that's amazing.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
And it takes a little bit of work, but it really, the impact is amazing.
Yes,
yeah.
We work with local farms, so all of our spent grains that go into making our whiskeys basically go out as animal feed to a local farm up in Emmitsburg.
Yeah.
We've created a wastewater recycling system that's reduced our waste by about 500,000 gallons a year, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
And we're one of a handful of distilleries that's 100% renewable energy powered as well. So
wow.
All of these drinks here are made with mostly wind and solar energy, which is really cool.
Yeah, and that, look, I think when you lead by example, hopefully others follow, but if not, at least you know your own impact is not negative on us.
Yeah.
Okay, so people can go out to or just ask for a McClintock gimlet.
That's right. Yeah. So you can go on our website. We have a Gimlets for Green Month tab. We have a map of all the participating restaurants. So far, we have 80 participants signed up.
Nice.
With more coming every day.
Yeah.
So chances are there's somebody in your town, especially Frederick. We have a lot of places you can work to participate with this.
Yeah.
And they'll have a special gimlet on, and you know that by enjoying this really fine cocktail at your local establishment, that money is going to help the water and airways of your own community.
Excellent. And let's talk a little bit about people can do tours at McClintock and tastings at the distillery. And of course, you have the back bar here.
Yes.
And just announced coming soon, maybe next year,
Yes.
this great food hall.
Yes.
Which is an awesome endeavor, giving opportunities to other entrepreneurs, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been super fortunate, being two younger entrepreneurs with not a lot of capital behind us, and we were able to make this business work. And so we're really excited to be working with the Downtown Frederick Partnership and the city to be able to pass along those opportunities to other entrepreneurs as well.
Amazing. Yes, those old folks, we're just not cutting it anymore.
There's some really cool, I would say, like, it's most entrepreneurs I know are young at heart, no matter what age they are.
You have to be.
We have some, 60 and 70-year-olds that have a really cool idea for some food stuff, and I consider them young entrepreneurs.
Yes, yeah, I love it. All right, we're gonna have one of your great bartenders make a gimlet.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have a good time tasting.
Perfect. All right, Abby, would you like to make a gimlet?
All you need is 1 ounce of simple syrup, an ounce of lime juice, and 2 ounces of our forager gin. Then all you gotta do is add a little bit of ice, give it a nice shake.
She's good.
Now's the time I wish I knew some bar tricks. But give it a little strain.
Yeah.
Get that nice foam head on top.
Love it.
And add a little lime.
Beautiful. All right, now for the non-gin drinker. I'm telling you, doesn't even taste like gin. Love it. But it is the best gin, I think. You guys have won how many awards?
We're super lucky.
You can't even count. They can't even count how many awards their gin has won. We love it.
Oh, yes. I am not kidding you. I am not typically a gin drinker at all. They do so many great things with their gin. It is unbelievable. I've had several cocktails that are so delicious. I'm telling you, we are so lucky that McClintock is in our backyard. And coming soon, I was talking with Braden about the Crush Fest. Last year was the first year they did a Crush Fest where they made hand squeezed orange, grapefruit, all kinds. I think there were four or five flavors. So fun and so delicious. I can't wait till that comes back too. All right, one more quick break. Then we're back with Daisy Teixeira, Boudoir and Glamour Photography, and Blake and Mark from Unrivaled Gym. And all of that comes up just after this. Forgot to add me. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They also can take care of your windows and gutters and even build you a new patio or deck. Just call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Now is the time to get all of this done. Tell Sandra that Danny sent you when you give her a call. All right, let's meet Daisy. She is absolutely wonderful, and we were so proud that she represented Frederick in, I think it's Miss Corporate Maryland, but unfortunately she didn't come out with the title, but we are still proud of her.
At 401 North Market Street, the home of everything Frederick. You can come visit Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 to 4. I'm with Daisy Teixeira. Yay.
Hi, Danny.
Hi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming up, and welcome to Good Morning Frederick. So first heard of you with the boudoir photos a couple years ago. How long have you been doing that?
It's been a journey since 2015. That's when I officially opened my company. However, I have been photographing even before.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Just doing typical photography?
Yes. At first, I started with photography, general. I did a little bit of everything to see what I liked. And then it was like weddings or maternity sessions or events. So I did a little bit of everything. I even did a funeral one time.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I know it sounds terrible, but actually, when you think about it, it is probably the one time an entire family, other than a wedding, is together.
Yes.
And as weird as it may sound, I may want to run photos or video too, because
Absolutely.
you miss things, and but I get that might be kind of weird, but
yes, especially with the family living overseas. But with that being said, I tried a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And boudoir is definitely what caught my heart. It's definitely something that made me want to wake up every day. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be out there and then inspire other women.
Yeah.
And what can I do? So the ideas start popping up and this and that. But yeah, so today I do have a studio in Frederick. It's 8 minutes from downtown. So
Okay.
it's pretty local. And we receive women of all walks of life.
Well, one thing I love about whenever you put something out on social media, it is about capturing the strength and beauty of every woman. It is all about, it is inside and you bring it out. And I'm sure, it just, all of your posts are very positive, and it's very much about, feeling strong and beautiful as a woman.
Absolutely. That's what we bring out to everyone. We try to do the best we can. The experience that we allow people to have brings out that type of feeling inside of a woman. Sometimes you are busy with everything. You don't have time for yourself. Life is so, always in the rush. We are always in the rush, and we are taking care of our kids or our jobs, and there's everything. And then you kind of start fading away.
Yeah.
And forgetting the person that you truly are. So that's the one day that we get you inside of the studio, we pamper you, you don't even have to worry about a thing. And then you come, we get you ready for camera with hair and makeup on site. And then after this, we do the photo shoot. It is a fun time. I show everything to do. People don't even have to worry about practicing at home.
Yeah.
So when they come to the studio, they have that incredible experience. And they see their pictures, they're blown away. And I think that's what it brings, that strength. They're like, wow, I didn't know I could be like this. I didn't know I could look like that.
Yeah.
Yes. And the most important thing, yes, of course, people walk out with the most incredible portraits they have ever taken in their lives, but it's the strength that they carry out.
The confidence and just, feeling, I think as women, and it probably happens with men too, but since I'm a woman, I can say this, your whole life has been doubt, self-doubt. You're not as pretty as everyone, or you have this, or you have that, or somebody has, criticized how your hair looks, or whatever it is.
Yes.
I mean, really, I think for all women to have a day where it is really about them, that their confidence is being built up, and they're told that they're beautiful, and then they see the pictures and they go, holy cow, I don't look so bad. So that's a great gift. That really is a great gift you are giving them. So I love that. The sash, we were talking about this recently. So this is it's Miss Frederick.
Miss Frederick, Maryland Corporate.
Miss Frederick, Maryland Corporate. So I love this. So these are the business women. I never even heard of this. So tell me about how you got involved and what's happening.
Sure. So Miss Corporate, it is an organization that brings together the mind of businesses. It brings together females. They have either businesses or have careers, and they are on top. And they make this event. It's one day, and it's a pageant.
Oh, fun!
Pretty much. I was fortunate to be representing the city of Frederick.
Okay.
And on Saturday, we are going to be doing the competition, and that will go to the state level.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So are these women from all over the state of Maryland, or when you got to represent Frederick, is there a representative from every county? How does that work?
Yes, there are. That will be 8
Okay.
or 9 of us. 9.
Okay.
Right? So that's the precise number. So 9 of us will be representing every little area
Okay.
of Maryland.
Oh.
This is the first time that they're doing a Maryland chapter. They do have been around for much longer than that.
Gotcha.
But this is the first time, and we are being pioneers on the Maryland state.
I love it. So the pageant itself, as Miss Frederick Corporate, what do you have to do? I mean, is it like a typical pageant with the swimsuit and talent and all that? How does it work?
I think we're a little bit older for that part. Nothing wrong.
Not
This is what I do. I mean, we
Right.
work with boudoir. That's not,
Yeah.
but that's not the focus
Okay.
of this pageant. The focus is about the community service.
Love it.
Is what do you do in your career? How do you help your community? So those are things that
Contributing. I like it.
Yes,
Yes.
we are already doing this.
Yes.
You could be a contestant
I
next year.
know. I could be, for
You
sure.
could absolutely.
Yes.
But the most important thing is to select the one candidate. All of us are amazing. We already do the work in the community. But is that picking the one person that is going to represent the state of Maryland and bring us to Florida for the nationals there.
Yeah.
But even like the ones that are on the county levels, we can be out there and then spreading and sharing our message, and that's what this is about.
Yeah, I love it. I love it because anytime you're out in the community or even on a larger scale, larger stage, really, talking about how great this community is and your contributions to it, that's a win for all of us. So.
Absolutely. And I'm so excited and humbled to be part of it because I'm going to call them sisters.
Yeah.
You know, and the women out there, they're so incredible. Like we have doctors, we have people working on, United Nations. And I mean, you feel incredible. I feel incredible just to be
Being part of it. Yeah.
Part of there,
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
winning or no winning, the Maryland title, I'm still here representing
You're a winner
Frederick.
to us, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm still representing Frederick, and I'll be, bringing the message whatever I can.
Well, that is amazing. All right, if people are interested, if ladies are interested in boudoir photos with you, where can they go?
They can't, well, I'm sure you're going to share my link somewhere there, which makes it easier. But we also are very present on Facebook. We are also, pretty much in every
all the
social
socials.
media,
Yeah.
all the socials. It's Boudoir by Daisy. It's a little bit of a different spelling.
Yes.
So go
But
look it up.
Yeah, we'll make sure it's on screen for everybody to find it.
Yes.
And so people can book an appointment with you and have all of that done.
Yes.
Awesome.
So the very first step is for you to book a call. That way we are able to chat, explain all the process, and then if you decide that you want to go through this experience and book a date for yourself, you are going to come to the studio. We're going to pamper you, have you sitting down, have your hair and makeup done, and just by itself already blows your mind away.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Plan for a date that evening because you're going to look phenomenal.
Absolutely. That's what I tell them.
Yeah.
Girl, you
Don't
should
waste
totally
it.
go on-
Don't.
Yes. Take yourself on a date. Take your partner on a date.
That's
to
right.
Go do something fun because
Yeah.
this is a day for you. Don't even go to work that day.
Yeah,
Take
no.
that day off.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we
Yes.
wish you all the luck in the world. We know we're proud that you represent Frederick no matter what in your daily life here and with your company. And we wish you all more success as well.
Thank you so much,
You're
Danny,
welcome.
for having me.
Of course. All right. We thank you guys for watching.
All right. Oh, how great is she? We just love her. And maybe I will do photos. I don't know. I know she'll make me feel great, though. All right, let's talk about who is, let me just see what we got here. I got the wrong one. Let me just because we got to get our good friends Dublin Roasters on, and we want to talk about who's making the market great, but I pulled the wrong one. So although these guys are doing good in the neighborhood as well, but that is typically used for our nonprofits that are doing that. So I'm stalling while it's loading up on my system here because it's a Monday. It's a Monday, and this is what we do. We just wing it. We wing it as we go, and goodness gracious, it is on a Monday timeline for sure. But these next guys that I'm going to introduce you to have really turned things around so quickly because they have not only opened but expanded in such a short period of time. All right, here we go. We're going to find out who's making the market great and talk about our lovely sponsor. All right, Market Makers sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com where you can order online, have coffee shipped directly to your door or someone else's, or you can order and pick up at the store. It's so great and so convenient. And the coffee I hear is phenomenal. And I only say that because I don't drink coffee, but I do love. They have great breakfast sandwiches, and they do lots of other drinks other than just coffee. All right, let's meet Blake and Mark from Unrivaled Iron Gym.
Cool.
We are on East Church Street.
Yes.
605. 605
Yeah.
East Church Street. Back of the building currently. And I'm with Blake and Mark. We're at Unrivaled. Is it Unrivaled?
Unrivaled Iron Gym.
Iron Gym.
Yeah.
Iron.
Honestly, Monday. Let's try this. We're going to try
Iron Gym.
Iron.
one more time. Nope. Okay. I love it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun when this stuff happens. We're going to take that off. Of course, I'm pushed for time on top of everything else. So let's see if we can. Let's see. Oh, maybe because, let's see. We're in. I got to find everything we're doing. I got to find it. I got to upload. Let's
Cool.
see.
We are on East Church Street.
Yes.
605. 605
Yeah.
East Church Street. Back of the building currently. And I'm with Blake and Mark. We're at Unrivaled. Is it Unrivaled?
Unrivaled
Gym?
Iron Gym.
Iron Gym.
Yeah.
Iron. That's yeah. And
A little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, it's good. It's very cool. We met last summer.
Mm-hmm.
You guys had been open for about a year at that point, right?
Yeah, like
9 months.
7. Yeah,
Seven
that
months,
sounds
8
about
months?
right. Yep.
And so fast forward now, you guys were hopping even then. So coming to Frederick, well, first of all, how are the two of you, how do you know one another and when did this idea start?
Ooh, how much time do we have?
All right, the abridged
ahead, Mark.
version.
So we first met, actually, like I was talking about, I own the store, I was talking about the store in Columbia. We met there. So I was running that store. Blake was a customer there as a police officer, which he'll probably talk about, in Howard County. So he's a customer. We met there. We ended up working out together one time just to try it out. And we always joke about it, but it was kind of like fate after that. And we just kept working out together. And
bromance for sure.
it was a good workout and it went well. But, like we kept doing it. Then we became like really training partners. We worked out every day together. And then Blake can kind of get into this, but Jerry, the landlord, approached Blake because he had known him for a while and asked him if he was interested in opening a gym in this location here because he had the open space.
Did you talk to him about that?
So
Like,
I met Jerry like 10, well at this point like 11 years ago maybe, something like that. And it was a gym in Columbia, Maryland. And he was into bodybuilding and in that scene there at the gym. I lived there at the Coliseum. Like that's where I was at every day. So we met there and obviously he's a very successful man. We kind of align with like goals and how, I don't know, we just got along very well.
Yeah.
So, fast forward, he's like, I have this space, and he always wanted to, like, I guess, have a gym of his own as well. And then when he had the space to do it, he was like, Yeah, I think he tried a couple of different things, honestly, before even talking to us about it. Yeah. But once he approached us, and I wanted a gym since I was like 12, 13. I've been gym hopping since I was a kid. I've been lifting since I was 9 with my dad.
Wow.
So I had my powerlifting career started when I was 10.
Holy cow.
So yeah, career, if that's what you call it. The YMCA.
Hey, gotta start somewhere.
So I mean, I always loved gyms, like old school gyms, just how they're all a little different. They all, it's awesome. So once I had the ability to do that, I'm like, first thing I thought of was, well, let me call Mark.
Yeah.
So like, you want to do that? 'Cause I'm not doing it by myself.
Yeah.
I was like, you want to do it? And he's like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't even think. We were just like, oh, let's do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
And literally from that day forward, we just started planning. That's 3.5 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And that was the end of 2021 where we first started talking about all of
And
it.
we literally planned and got like financial backing. It took like a year just to do that.
Yeah. Was that? Do you have an investor, or was that like friends and family?
No,
and just kind of reaching out to banks and loans?
We actually reached out to a number of banks and we were denied. That's part of the process, but and then we just ended up using an SBA small business loan. So the more
which is a great organization.
it's great.
To help you,
They're very
but
helpful. The process is a little tedious and arduous, and sometimes. But it was the only way that we could do it because again, going to banks, having no revenue in the business, being a brand new idea, and also recently post-COVID, gyms are considered very high risk because the rate of failure is so high. The overhead to start the capital is so high. So they kind of like, we're 30-year-old guys, and neither of us at the time were now like owned homes, no like hard assets, like just like laughed at us. So like we're not approving that.
Which is crazy. But I can kind of see the banking point of view is it seems saturated. Right? There's so many gyms. But I do think that there is a type of person that wants to come to a gym like this, right? So people who are really serious about their bodies lifting, they don't want and I'm guessing, I gotta put my makeup on to go to the gym. Like everybody I've seen in here is they're carrying their notebooks or they're putting their notes in. Or they're
pretty serious.
They're really serious about what they're doing. And
What we're more happy with though is that like the overall goal when we opened this gym, and we said it on a video, I think one of our first videos we ever took, is like the goal of this gym is to create a community that's all like-minded. Any gym can say that, but to actually build the culture, that takes day in and day out hard work, relationship building, standing by your what you're saying. Can you
living it?
Can you back shit up, or are you just gonna? Are we allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you back it up, or are you just gonna talk? Right.
Well, the other thing is too, you guys are here. Right?
All the time.
You're doing it. You're here, and it's not like it's some big corporate place somewhere else.
A community that people can get behind and trust and feel comfortable, because at the end of the day, a gym like this can easily be intimidating as well. It's like, only the serious lifters. And that's not, it's not about who the serious lifters are. It's about, are you willing to take a step in the right direction to make yourself better? Because at the end of the day, not even for vanity purposes, there's so much that you can learn from lifting weights or challenging yourself with any type of fitness endeavor or goal. And if you get really good at that, you can carry that over into being a great mom, a great dad, a great worker, your career, right? Part of the reason we got through a lot of the troubles that we went through, we went
in the beginning,
through some serious roadblocks. I wouldn't even call them roadblocks, more like catastrophic events. Everyone's like, oh, growing pains in business. We're like, no, this wasn't a growing pain. This was more like it failed and then we brought it back to life. But we would have never gotten through any of that stuff without going through things like going through preps, like bodybuilding preps, and just we're used to grinding it out every single day and not stopping. There's nothing we're never gonna quit. So and that wasn't just you grow and you learn how to be like that, and you get better at it, and you mature like that. So I attribute bodybuilding to a lot of successes that we've had. So anyway, creating that culture
mental focus, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It takes mental focus to be successful in anything.
Exactly.
And so when you prep your brain for that, then these things don't seem
as
you already know you got to push through to get out the other side.
Right.
Like to retreat is just prolonging agony.
Exactly. So it's cool that there's this community here to kind of bring it full circle. Is that like we've seen all demographics, all walks of life, all age groups. It doesn't matter if you're super serious. We've seen people that come in and they're kind of scared to try it, and they're thriving, and that's what's awesome.
That's
I'm like,
cool.
This is cool. This is rewarding. It really is.
So I would say, it's a little intimidating when you walk in, but everyone was so nice. Even the people who were lifting, where so it's once you come in and get in. Can we talk about next door?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be great.
It's already kind of out in the open, so luckily you got to see it. So go ahead.
So you guys very quickly have been able to literally double your space in a short period of time because of the opportunity. You didn't want to lose it, which I understand. What is that going to mean for Unrivaled Iron Gym?
You want to take us on?
I think it's going to mean more growth and more opportunity. It's going to, you know, like as Blake said, we have a great culture of people that really, regardless of their goal, you know, we never want to be pegged as a bodybuilding gym only, because we're not. We are bodybuilders, yes, but we welcome all types of fitness, whatever the goal is. And so, you know, in the beginning, with limited space, 10,000 square feet, and a guided focus in the beginning, it leans a little bit more towards bodybuilding, powerlifting. And so we recognize very quickly, you know, this gym isn't just for us and what we like, it's for what everyone likes of all types of fitness. And so the opportunity next door to expand and double the size, like you said, is really going to give us those other facets of fitness that we're missing. So functional training, more general population squat racks, and more cardio equipment, more open space, more space to do more. It will also then
It feels
create.
very airy over there.
It is. It's very open, and we're not going to bog it down with a lot of. We'll add key pieces of equipment, but it needs to be open. And then with that, you know, our other people here, like our trainers, for example, can grow. We have small group Body Goals, which is a women's focused small group fitness. They can thrive over there because they have open space. They have 20 plus women in their group. They're such a great core group of people.
They're only growing,
and so now they can double in size. We just launched last week an Unrivaled Youth Athletics program, and so we have 2 trainers that will be doing youth athletics. But in this current space, youth athletics can't really meet and thrive here, and so we're doing things that will allow ourselves to grow and the business to grow, but also help our people grow with us, because we say this all the time, every day. The two of us could never do this alone. We won't even pretend to. The team of people, our community of members is great, but our community of employees and trainers is also fantastic, and if they grow, then we grow, and vice versa.
So you, with the new space, you guys will be kind of reversing where people come in. It's much more open. You're going to have other partners in the facility, like personal physical therapists and people like
chiropractic care, some stretch therapy.
Really nice. Then they'll also have access outside. You're going to be putting in a nice place for supplements and things like that.
It's nutrition retail store, so selling sports supplements. So we're trying to make a well-rounded wellness center, basically, of Unrivaled. So we can offer kind of like a one-stop shop. You can come here, you can get your workout, you can get your recovery, you can get your supplementation, you can learn about your nutrition, you can get personal training. It's really anything you need to reach whatever your fitness goal is. Unrivaled can provide that for people.
And I think the biggest thing that kind of differentiates us from, because like there's a lot of gyms or wellness centers that are doing that. There's even gyms at the corporate level that kind of offer the same things we're going to offer. The difference being the level of customer service that you're going to get and the level of authenticity. Right? We're not going to lose that. So the same thing we built this foundation of Unrivaled on, we're going to carry that, and the people we brought in, the tenants, they're not tenants, they're friends.
They are.
And they're good people, and they're good at what they do, and they care about what they do.
You guys said that even when I met you this summer. So that has been a very consistent part of your culture. It's come across like that immediately, and so I'm sure people feel that when they're here.
I hope they do. That's our goal, is like, you're not a number. You're an Unrivaled member. You know what I mean? Because it's easy just to scale numbers up and collect money and call it a day. Anyone, not anyone can do that, but that's, you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel like you're a part of something and that it means something, and that the owners care about you too.
And relationships are everything.
They matter a ton.
With the members, we were highly selective with the tenants that we brought in here to offer those services. We had multiple physical therapists, multiple massage therapists reach out to us, and they want to be a part of this because they see it growing, and that's very flattering to us. But not to say they weren't qualified, but they also have to fit our mold and how we do things, and all of them, like Blake said, they're great relationships, but they're also great friends and great people. And as long as we put people first, then our members will get that same feeling too.
Absolutely. Well, that's so exciting. When do you feel like this is your big reveal to the public?
Well, soon. No pressure, but
it's crunch time,
like really soon. So we won't
good.
put an actual date on it. We have an actual date on it, but
just in case.
Just in case we miss it by a week,
But it's weeks out, not months or it's weeks out. It's a handful of weeks away, which is really, really exciting.
Well, you guys just let us know, and we'll let everybody else know. But you can come to Unrivaled. So I noticed it's a key fob entry.
Correct.
Yep.
How is it? What are the hours?
24 hours.
Oh, so they can come in 24
whenever you
hours
want.
a day. That's great.
All holidays, everything. So
that's for members. That's even for day passes. So even visitors, they can. So it's very user friendly, very technology based, but also very, very secure. Being a 24-hour facility, we have to have very high security. Blake's background in police officer, being a police officer too, like that's paramount to our success as well.
Luckily, we have like security installed too with like cameras. They just finished up this past week. It's actually I was pretty impressed. Like with what the cameras, the functionality of them, what you can
We
do.
can see everything.
I mean, we have security on our phones. We have security. We can see the gym at all times, at all corners. There's literally not a blind spot.
Unfortunately, we're always watching, whether we're at home, whether we're here. Like,
it's our baby. So if you're gonna do something wrong, we're gonna see it.
They're gonna know. You don't mess with
Don't mess up.
These are not couch potatoes. Well, look, I mean, I know you guys are going to be successful for a long time to come. It's great. You guys are able to expand right here, so you never have to move or any of that.
Right.
And there's opportunities maybe to even grow more in the future. But
Yep.
people can come. They can go to your website, which I'll put on the screen, to find out information about memberships or to sign up or to get more information. Right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yep.
And they can always come in for a tour. Again, I know, like you said, it's 24 hours and the door is locked. You can send us an email to set up a tour, or you can just come and knock on the door. Our front desk is always here inviting, as long as it's during our staffed hours.
Yeah.
And they give tours all day long and let people see the gym.
And our staff hours are changing from, they'll be adding another 4 hours. So it'll be early morning until later at night. So
Nice. Very cool.
bigger window.
Should fit in everybody's schedule. All right. We thank you guys for watching. Come hang out at Unrivaled.
All right. Want to thank you so much. Want to thank Mark and Blake for that. Of course, that's it for us today. Have an awesome week. We're right back here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick and get out there and be great.